What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are enjoying your weekend. Congratulations to Dr. Wendy Osefo. She is named a distinguished professor at Wesleyan University. And I'm noticing an uprise in pop culture references, pop culture, courses. I know that Harvard and I believe Yale as well, they both have courses on Beyonce. One of the classes is titled The Business of Beyonce. And so I'm here for it. Bowling Green State University has a whole department. I think they were the first, if I'm not mistaken, that they have a whole department dedicated to specifically teaching about pop culture. But let me get into this Black Enterprise article honoring Dr. Wendy Osefo to you, sweetie. She took me out when she said that. So Dr. Osefo talks about her new exciting appointment as a distinguished visiting professor at Wesleyan University. The Real Housewives of Potomac star returned for season 9 and allowed viewers to watch her step away from her previous assistant professor teaching position at Johns Hopkins University to focus on herself and her family. After much needed R&R, Osefo is proud to announce her return to academia as a distinguished visiting professor at Wesleyan University, where she created a new course, The Sociology of Reality TV. The political commentator took the summer off with her family, and it was during her travels that she had an epiphany on how she wanted to return to teaching. She says, I really want to teach a course in which I'm able to marry my academic career with some of the work that I'm doing right now, and that's on reality TV. So I started writing and writing, and one sentence led to two, and then that led to 4 pages, and eventually I had all these pages where I was like, I want to do a class. So I wrote up the class, and it's titled The Sociology of Reality TV. Osefo designed a new innovative course from the ground up, delving into how reality TV both mirrors and shapes societal views on race, skin tone, ethnicity, and American culture. As a Nigerian American television personality, progressive political commentator, entrepreneur, and award winning researcher, Osefo offers a unique and multifaceted perspective in her new role. Her extensive experience includes frequent appearances on major networks such as CNN, MSNBC, and Fox News, as well as her role as a veteran cast member on The Real Housewives of Potomac, solidifying her reputation as a trusted authority on political and social issues. After developing the coursework, it took no time to get the class picked up by a prestigious institution. She said, I had the readings and I had these themes for each week. And I was like, let me pitch this to different universities to see who would be interested in this. And lucky for me, the first university I pitched it to, they were like, we love this. The distinguished professor title is reserved for tenured faculty members who have earned national or international acclaim for their scholarship and contributions to their field. This prestigious designation is awarded to a select few, highlighting their exceptional achievements and impact. It means even more to Osefo, who achieved the accomplishment as a first generation Nigerian American and Black woman. If you guys know anything about Wendy's story, it's amazing. Like her dad came over from Nigeria, and while he was working at a Wendy's, fast food place, that's where he came up with her name. Like he was so happy and grateful just to see his, well, the fruit, right, of his hard work, literally from his loins, his daughter. But Wendy has had an amazing, not only career, but even just watching her growth on Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm so proud of her. The faculty and administration at Wesleyan University said, we want you to be a distinguished professor. That's something that's so rewarding because in my career as a professor, one thing I didn't mention was that I didn't feel appreciated, she shared. She says, I didn't feel like people saw the value in what I brought to the institution. But for Wesleyan, as much prestige as they have, to see me and say, not only do we want you, but we want you to have the title of distinguished professor, I was like, well, this is a sign. She says it's good to sometimes take a step back because when we take steps back, it often leads to us taking steps up. And that's exactly what happened, she added. So that was our interview with Black Enterprise. Again, congratulations to Dr. Wendy Osefo. She's done amazing work. Like she said, and maybe John Hopkins wasn't the place for her. You have to find an institution, like she said, that ultimately values you. Just like with if you're a student going to a college or in whatever situation, whether it's a relationship, whatever the case may be, you have to get up from the table if love is no longer being served. It's one of my favorite quotes, and it's so true. So I'm glad that she realized, during this time traveling with her family this summer, that she didn't want to leave teaching altogether, but maybe she just wanted to transfer to a different university that valued her contributions. I'm not sure what she taught at Johns Hopkins. I want to say, I think it was like political science, because I know that she, like the article said, went on a lot of different networks, CNN, MSNBC. I didn't know she went on Fox News. I'm gonna have to maybe look that up, because now I'm interested to see what she was saying on those clips. But at any rate, I know she's also a political commentator. So Wendy has a lot of hats. I think that she has her own YouTube channel as well, that she's starting up. She wanted it to be like a talk show type of format. But she's, teaching. She has Real Housewives of Potomac. She's doing, I think she has like a candle line too that she started as well, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know her husband has the Happy Eddie line, which he took directly from, Real Housewives of Potomac. They were trying to be shady, and they shaded that man into multi-millions. Okay. Listen, I am not mad at it. Okay. He said that he was initially worried that, because his family and his in-laws are so religious and strict, and he didn't want them to be upset that he was starting a cannabis line, but it's extremely profitable. And so people are going to do what they're going to do. And, he's like, if I'm not going to do it, someone else is going to do it. And I think that, I can't remember. I know the statistics are really small in regards to how many Black people, Black men are in the cannabis industry. So I believe he's working on getting his own dispensary as well. I think like Jaleel White has a line, a cannabis line as well. It's called Purple Urkel, I think. So there's a lot of people who are starting to put their, dip their toe into this booming industry. But anyway, I'm really proud of Wendy, that she is going to be teaching her course, The Sociology of Reality TV. I would be really interested to see her syllabus. Maybe she'll share some of that with us. But just to see, how she said that she's going to focus it on race and skin tone and ethnicity. So I'm like, that should be really interesting because, as you guys remember, they were talking about how colorism, specifically on Potomac, was a huge focus for multiple seasons, if I'm not mistaken. But especially, like the whole Green Eye Bandits thing back when Robin was on the show, and Giselle was much more of a mean girl when Wendy came on. I really believe, and this is just my own, 2 cents, but I really believe that they were threatened by Wendy. Now, I will say that when she first arrived on the show, um, you know, and I'm sure that she was probably socialized or conditioned to constantly not throw around her title, but let people know it because people will always try to diminish you in positions of authority, especially if you're, a Black woman, right? But she kept saying, that's Dr. Wendy to you, sweet. I have 4 degrees. I have 4 degrees. And she would say it all the time. I'm just thinking like, girl, we get it. You have more degrees than a thermometer. We get it. We get it, you know. But I think that that was a threat, a direct threat to Giselle Robin, and more so, not even her degrees, but I think it was her degrees on top of the fact that she had a loving husband, you know, just her nuclear family was intact, right? Healthy, beautiful children. And Robin and Giselle do as well, but not necessarily with the husband front. You know, Juan was out doing his thing, you know, all over buying folks hotel rooms in Canada. And then we know Jamal Bryant is just, he just got married again. So congratulations to him. But, you know, back when he was with Giselle, she said that he was a cheater, pumpkin eater. So he was being Mr. Chocolate allegedly all over Atlanta, Georgia streets. Nevertheless, I think that Wendy has grown. She does not lead with her credentials, right? I haven't heard her mention, you know, that it's Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie, or being condescending to anyone in quite a while. Her and Giselle seem to get along well, so that's good. And I think that that has to do with Robin having left the show. So, you know, and I'm sure that the executives of Bravo are like, look, the numbers are in decline, which are true. The viewership is down. So we need you ladies to, you know, get along to go along because otherwise there won't be a show. But Wendy, you know, she has multiple streams of income. She has multiple jobs. She wears multiple hats. And I'm here for it. I'm proud of her. But anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts. Would you be interested in taking the sociology of reality TV? I would be interested. I don't know about taking the class, but I'd be interested in seeing, like, you know, what she would teach every week, or if there would be like a textbook that they would, you know, learn from, or possibly even, you know, the articles. I'd like to see the reference materials, but I'm nerdy like that. But anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, aces. Bye.